So like anybody else in my age range, I grew up watching a lot of fucking YouTube. I mean a lot. Like an unhealthy amount probably. In today's video, we're just gonna be going back on YouTubers I used to watch, check up on them, see how they're doing. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Like and sub. Go ahead and share this video with a couple people. Hype it up. Do what you gotta do. Let's go. I'm not gonna sit up here and deny that there's a lot of criticisms you can give towards Rice Gum's content. Like a lot of criticisms you can give towards Rice Gum's content.
Oh no, 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 no.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Let's go! Let's go! You know what that means? You know what that means? Ooh! You guys, what the f is going on in here? Nothing.
But in that same vein, I'd be lying to your face if I said that Rice Gum's content was not entertaining, because it sure was. In a weird way, Rice Gum was kind of like the original Nine Vicious, or like he reminds me of Nine Vicious, because he just solely fucks with niggas. Like he just fucked with niggas and did outlandish shit for attention. And unlike Nine Vicious, some of that shit was actually kind of fun. Obviously though, I couldn't forget about the fucking diss tracks. Oh my god, the diss track era of YouTube was so insane, bro. You had to be there. The diss tracks were probably the most notable thing Rice Gum has done on the platform, which rightfully so, because these diss tracks were honestly funny as fuck back then, and still can kind of get a laugh out of me now.
Gotta go, but I can tell that you a little gay. Somebody stop the school shooter, he look filled with rage. Speak on my name, little bitch, I put you in the grave. In the wraith, I see stars like I'm KO'd. Bitches chase me, I don't got no time to chase hoes.
These young niggas got my dick hard. What the fuck?
Unfortunately, the last time we heard from him was a couple years ago, where him and his wife unfortunately had a miscarriage, which I don't wish on anybody. That's very heartbreaking. But even disregarding that video, Rice Gum's content in a weird way is a super archive of the clout era in life. Like back when niggas cared about Supreme and niggas were still rocking Gucci and Ferragamo belts. If you want to relive or you never got to experience the clout era, I feel like Rice Gum's channel is perfect for that. Boy, this nigga was like crack to me when I was 11 years old. Oh my god. I truly do think Prime Odd Ones Out is genuinely one of the greatest YouTubers of all time. Like during his prime. Unfortunately, I feel like that prime was so short-lived. It wasn't the first like animated story time, nigga. I'm 90% sure Domix and Swoozy was there first. But James was the most simple, and he somehow got the most traction, so he's the most iconic now, and probably the most influential. I kind of find weird, because in terms of like stories, I feel like other niggas do it better, but I guess the reason why Domix didn't blow up as much as James is also because of that, because James's stories were a lot more universal. Like everybody had been through some of this stuff, and a lot of people could, if not everybody. Whereas Domix was a lot more specific, where he would recount stuff specifically about him. And while I personally preferred that, I understand not everybody did. But when you look at the Odd Ones Out channel now, the humor in the writing and even the animation is all completely different. He's a lot more sanitized now, and he is a lot more professional with his work now, which is extremely weird to me. Not necessarily a bad weird, but it just makes me feel weird. The fact that I was watching this nigga before he even hit, I think, 1 million subs. And now he's like this brand almost. Like the Odd Ones Out is like a brand. It has 2 books. He has a show on Netflix, I think with 2 seasons. An incredibly successful YouTube channel. 2 board games. Like he did a lot of shit. Him and Mr. Beast just find it weird to me. Like how someone can blow up to that proportion of levels, especially off YouTube. Also, when I was younger, I definitely was inspired by the Odd Ones Out and wanted to make similar content to him. So much so that my dad had bought me a laptop and a drawing tablet to make said animation. However, me having high attention deficit, plus me being an impatient 13-year-old, and then the long and tedious process that is animation, much less video editing on top of said animation, yeah, I didn't become a storytime animator. With that laptop, I did discover my love for music and video editing. So in a weird way, this channel wouldn't have existed if James never existed. You know, despite the fact that we talk and do two completely different things with our content. While I am a little bit proud of James's success, his new content just isn't for me. I'm a grown-ass man. I have to file my taxes. I'm not watching his new content. It's just not made for me no more. But I'll always pay my respects to him and other story time animators like Domix, Jayden Animations. It's probably many more niggas I'm forgetting about that inspired me to start picking up video editing in general, because without them I probably wouldn't be here. So recently I went down the popular MMOs rabbit hole, and holy shit, has this nigga just been like going through it. I look like, for those who you don't know, Popular MMOs, aka Pat from Popular MMOs, was a Minecraft YouTuber, or he was just a gaming YouTuber in general. He primarily played Minecraft, and he was most prominent from like 2012 to 2016, I'd say. Basically when Minecraft had that first little renaissance period. He would often collaborate with his wife at the time, Jen. They would later divorce in 2019. This is very important because ever since then, it seems like Pat's life had just been fucked up. Like he just, like, I'm not saying he's like a crash out now or nothing, but let me explain. You'll see what I mean later. So Pat finds a new girl. Her name is like Eleni or some shit. Long story short, that girl and Pat ended up not working out because she was quote unquote crazy, whatever. And it was a whole drama between them two. And then he ended up having another girlfriend named Liz. And this is where shit get real, because he ended up getting arrested for like domestic abuse or some shit. Apparently they got really drunk and then got really intimate, and then one wanted the other party to stop, and then I guess they either didn't stop or it just turned violent really fast, apparently. Though the case was dropped, and according to Pat, he never heard. So, you know, you can make your own judgments from that. You can believe Liz, you can believe Pat. Honestly, I think I'm more inclined to believe Pat, maybe because of biases or whatever, but I'm just gonna assume he didn't do it, right? Because hopefully not. Then in like spring, summer 2025, he ended up getting arrested again for being drunk and like sleeping on somebody's sidewalk or something. It's crazy, man. It was a very sad sight to see someone who was always so full of energy and so full of, you know, joy, seeing in a state like that, man. Popular MMOs was probably one of, if not the first YouTuber I ever watched, so to see him like that is kind of hard to watch for me. Though he does actively post on like YouTube or whatever, updating us on his alcohol addiction as he's trying to make strides to get better. Though as of 4 months ago, he did unfortunately relapse. You know, I don't want to come across as misogynistic or nothing on this channel at all, but if Pat has taught me anything, it's to leave these hoes alone, bro. It's just to leave these hoes alone. Like, you also gotta remember that during the time of which a lot of this has happened, Pat is filthy fucking rich. I mean, his YouTube channel was extremely successful, even outside of gaming. Like, this nigga had a nice whip, a nice house. He had a successful book series. He was rich, bro. Like, he was rich. Naturally, that's gonna gain a lot of attention from women who clearly just want to use him for his riches instead of actually being with him as a person. It's sad to say it, but yeah, the lesson here, be about your cheddar, don't be about these hoes. I'm finna go get some Five Guys later.
I talk to that bitch like a poet. I fuck her in head like I don't know her. All these drugs is missing my stomach. I'm praying to God I don't throw up. I made a run to the pharmacy. I need a phone just to pull up. I whip out that note on her bunny. These hoes crossing O's, they know us. Blue cross on chain, it's an ornament. Yellow black Rari, a bumblebee. I pay that hoe like a harmony. I'm about too hard, ain't no fuck nigga guarding.